Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to ERC Masters. It's me, the world famous Sick Goose, and I am here to give you some entertainment this evening on this, well, what is a cold Sunday. And once again, I am joined by probably one of the best commentators I've ever worked with, Mr. Sam Fairbairn. How are you, sir?
Not too bad. He sounds better than he was, honestly. It sounded like he was a broken gate creaking in the wind before.
I really was. So, at least I'm here now. I'm here for the crack. I'm here for the banter. So, light me up while I'm coughing. That is the best way to do it. I hope the stream quality is good tonight, because guess what? Guess what I have managed to do? I have got my El Gato to play ball with me, so hopefully it works.
Hey, technology's playing ball for once.
Sarah goes, I have no responsibility for the illness. Yes, you do. You know it was you. You know it was all
No,
you.
we're not. This is not a marriage counselling session. You can deal with that afterwards.
Don't worry, we ain't married just yet. Now, just to chill out with you guys tonight, we're here at Singapore at the Yas Marina Circuit. Or is it Marina Bay? It's called Marina Bay.
Marina Bay.
Yeah, Marina Bay.
I've got that confused as well.
Yes, welcome to Marina Bay here in
Yes,
Singapore.
we're in completely the wrong part. We're about a few thousand miles away from that one.
Is this a Kuala Lumpur, is it? I can't remember where the hell this is. Where is Marina Bay? Oh, hold on. Chat.
Singapore.
Yeah, in Singapore, but like, where's Marina Bay?
Singapore not in like part of it. No, it's not part of China. That's a different thing. Honestly, I did pass geography. I don't remember too much of my own geography sometimes.
Hold on. Let me... Where's maps? It's not at my house, chat. Surprisingly enough.
The Marina Bay
it's
Circuit is based in Dingwall.
It is in literally Johor Bahru. Johor Bahru.
Yes.
Here in Singapore. That's the name of this place, apparently.
We're going at 6 minutes past 8.
And it is one shot quali here.
Which confused me last week because I thought I was having issues with last week. It turns out I wasn't, it is one shot quali.
I'm also just throwing it out here, you weren't as ill as me. Yeah, I know, but that's because I am lovely. You know, I'm a lovely smile and all that. It saved my life. So, just remember that. We got Exo in the chat. How are you, Exo, sir? It should be a nice
Hopefully
one.
everyone is doing well in the chat.
This better be good. This better be good, Exo. You've been hyping me up for this all week, with watching all of the other content that's gone up. So this better be good. Because on, what was it, Wednesday we got the casual halfway through game decides to kill itself for Casper and Angelo, so they can't join. So then we're literally a podcast for the race. Thursday went okay, but I'm hoping today is, you know, not indifferent and we get to enjoy it with you guys. Here we go.
So we're on the one-shot qualifying. Here we go.
It is the one-shot qualifying. I was going to say, I do not have game volume, but you guys do. So just absolutely enjoy it.
I was going to say, if you need to, just... for some reason, the quality on the stream for me does not seem to be coming up in 720p.
No. But one-shot quali here, Innovate Ego, currently leading. As he goes... going through into the second sector. And he's going to come round.
I mean, where the Singapore sling used to be.
Still kind of a slingshot. You hit it, that's what he's definitely running a little bit of a lower downforce package than maybe the others.
And Scortrix have retired, so he's obviously validated. Or he's decided to start from the back.
Mike, leave me alone. Anyway, in a minute, coming round the final corner now. The bottom car does, and he will hold a 128.6. Not a bad lap. Rank comes over a 129.062 as well. So front row lockout in terms of the distance. Not much in it. Bearing in mind that these guys push hard to get where they are. Nathan gets third in the McLaren. Both McLarens running quite well today. Split by a Ferrari, but again, the gap being quite considerable in that. MCL equals washed in the chat. That's how it is. Sarah, you do not have to agree with him. I refuse for you to agree with him. It's not very fair. Game sound is very high. Yeah, I'll put it down because it's slightly different now, but there we go. Hope that's a little bit better, chat. Too late. Already did. Oh god.
Now this is not going to be an entire session where it turns into a marriage counselling session. Let's be honest.
You said that already. She's gonna listen to you. I promise. But she'll still find a way to drop sort of subtle hints that I'm ill. And so will Mike. Because that's what they do. If even on a phone call, Sam, I get it. Mike will be on the phone with me, and Sarah will be there, and both of them just take the time. She needs counselling going out with you. Fucking hell. I'm getting attacked. I am getting attacked. I am not having a good time tonight. I don't need that sort of shit in my life. You guys should know that. Like, I've had a week of it.
He sounded like a broken gate creaking in the wind for a while, and now he's just having it go. He's just back to normal.
No, I was a broken gates creaking in the wind, while also every now and again spasming and dying. That's what was happening all of last week. She's like, I woke up for you yesterday, so you didn't have to get up at 6 a.m. Yeah, I didn't have to get up at 6 a.m. because you would have had to get up at 6 a.m. as well, because I would have been going for work. So you decided to give me a lift. You woke up about an extra, maybe an extra hour and a half later. So it's all coming out now. Yes, it is all coming out, and I'm going to cough it out as well. Oh my god.
You'll have to edit quite a few of those.
Mm-hmm.
Whoever's doing the edit later on. Have fun with that.
They will. They'll probably just put the, like, bleeps. That's what it'll be. It'll be like me swearing, but it's not what it is. Ruined my lion, part-timer. Yeah, but you don't work weekends, I do. That's hard, okay? Waking up on a Saturday and a Sunday is really hard. Confessions.
I used to work
I'm
Saturday
not a
and
pool
Sundays
attendant.
earlier on sometimes.
I'm a lifeguard. Mike, get it right, that's my title, sir. You hearing Mike in the chat?
It's because he's not here at the moment. That's it. Oh, he's not here.
This is his only enjoyment.
So yeah.
This is his only enjoyment, chat. Is Mike getting to sit on the stream rather than commentate on it and give me shit. So he still finds a way to give me shit. This is what it is. You used to work weekends. Yes, you used to work weekends. We don't now, babe. That's the difference. That's the difference. I've had to work weekends for the past four years now, and it's so depressing. Oh, we love it though. So going into the race today in Singapore, about 62 laps, isn't it, around the Marina Bay circuit? It's going to be quite a good one. We can imagine a couple of safety cars. So we'll see what it is. Mike goes, Andrew only works weekends because everyone else has a life. Yep, that is very true. 17 cars on the grid tonight. Your order is Innova Eagle and Rank Prees on the front row of the grid. In the second row, we've got Nathan McIntyre and Cisco the Panda. In the third row, we've got Mr. Steele and another Steele, LDN, driving the Alfa Romeo. In the fourth row of the grid, we have Mr. Gary Bluntblade and ERC Shaggy. And in the fifth row of the grid, we've got PDMB and Mr. Darth Reader, who's decided to show his beautiful face tonight, my ex-team boss. We love you, Reed. Thank you for being so supportive of my bad driving. Then we've got Bull and Bruno Lopez, and then the washed MCL and the also washed Scartrix, but we love them dearly, in the Haas. No Gunter Steiner to tell them off this time, because if you don't know Gunter Steiner has left Haas, you are not an F1 fan.
Let's put it this way, folks smashed the door on the way out, that's what happened.
Yeah, you definitely did. Bird and McVitz in there, and Exo deciding to start at the back because he likes to look at everybody's
Exo is just
diffusers.
Exo.
Yeah, Exo's just doing Exo things on street tracks and not qualifying. McVitz, not a new driver to me. He did race a long time ago, I believe, if it is the correct person. But I believe he's standing in tonight. So welcome in, sir. And
in terms of your tyre choice, a couple of people on the hard tyres, that's Shaggy and Exo at the back. A couple of people on softs, that's Nathan McIntyre and Bolt. Everyone else is on mediums, from the looks of it.
Definitely. And I should just add in as well, Sam, that I have just been called out in the chat saying I should be honoured working with you.
Honestly, I'm good at my. I feel I'm good at my job, but I wouldn't. There are probably better people than me.
Nah,
I'm not.
I am honoured working with you, but let's get through this race first.
Yes.
Let's do this. Why? Hold on a second. Two different shades of orange on that car.
Oh yeah.
You seen that?
Yeah.
What the hell? That's not correct, is it?
No idea.
Oh, Bird's been disqualified because he doesn't know how to park a car. Well, ladies and gentlemen, here we go for 5 red lights. And off we go for the first lap of 62 here at Marina Bay for the last time this week with ERC. Steel LDN gets down the inside of Panda, putting pressure on him. He goes wide, ends up punting him in the side. That is not good at all. He loses down that position. Now he's under pressure from Steel, who has decided to come back on him. They're both battling. They're wheel to wheel going through into the corner. Oh my god. It is nearly carnage, but they have survived. Currently right now, nothing has changed. Panda's still P4 and Steel. Bluntblade managed to get past Steel now as well. And he's going to push past M5 Steel as well. Oh my god. Gary pulling a blinder on the first lap of the race. What a shocker.
We also have MCL and Bull on side by side, a little bit further back as well. They're still side by side up there. The two Steels.
Yeah, this is going to get confusing, this race, isn't it? PDMB also getting past Steel as well.
That's a bit wide. I mean, PDMB deciding to push Steel just a little bit wide, making sure he got the position done and dusty.
Very aggressive, but we love that.
Now you got Bull trying to make his move now down the inside. However, he had MCL thinking about moving the inside there in the Haas. I mean, a place where you can make a move, but you do have to be right alongside the car you're making the move on for them to make that work.
Just watching Nathan McIntyre now, he's all over the back of Rank Prees. Innovit already getting a run out, but he's going to have the inside corner. And here we go, that's the move for P2, Nathan McIntyre. What a fantastic attack there, using a little bit of battery. So now that's
We're
McLaren.
Going back a few years having seen this.
Yes, but here we go. Rank is trying to get back on him, but it's not going to be enough just yet. This is going to be a battle going down into turn 3.
You got Exo trying to make a move on Shaggy, a bit further back as well. He hasn't been able to do that. The Alfa Romeo's into the pit lane on lap 1, obviously for damage, I would assume.
Yeah.
That's unfortunate for him.
But look at the sort of change in pace now between the guys at the front. Innovate Eagle launching himself up the order already. He's kept himself clean in that first lap, and he's managed to gain 1.4 seconds on the 2 cars behind him, including his teammate. Steel, however, is pushing PDMB for P7. After Steel dropping a few positions off the start, he's not going to be too happy. He got muscled out of 2 very good positions there and got caught out to dry. So could be quite interesting to see that going on. MCL fighting with Bull as well to try and get up the order, and Reed behind as well.
I mean, Bull really needs to make these moves done, because obviously on the soft tyres they know they're going to go off soon, but that's a great switch back there from MCL.
But yeah, MCL manages to get that one down the inside and
we have a virtual.
It does look to be.
I think that is Bird.
No, it's Bruno Lopez.
Lopez, yeah.
Bruno Lopez
was in trouble
slow.
last week, Bruno. I mean, he didn't survive more than 2 laps last week at Monza.
Yeah, he's got no front wing. He's hit a wall somewhere.
I believe last week Bruno was involved with an incident that took him out of the race on lap 2, coming out of Ascari.
Lovely.
Well, removed another car as well from the race.
For those that don't know what a VSC is, chat, it is a virtual safety car. There's to be no overtaking, and you all have to slow down. So there you go. That's basically what it is.
And you still get drive-throughs under these as well if you're not careful enough.
You have to be very careful to keep under the supposed time delta, so the change in time per lap. And you're sort of given one to follow.
Bruno Lopez, I say, obviously with his damage into the pits. I was going to ask, while we're under virtual safety car, what do you reckon of the changes they made to the setup? Is there steel with a drive-through right at the exit? Once we were finished.
Drive-through penalty.
As how easy it is.
This has not gone very well for Mike Steele at all, but I'm sure he'll get back into the game very soon. Now, watching down the order, MCL.
We've got MCL's probably going to go for a move. Well, I wanted to say you can make moves into this corner, but you do have to be sort of right alongside in order to do that, because obviously that you haven't used to be the Singapore sling up until a few years ago. While they're going around, did you prefer it as it is now, or do you reckon you preferred it what it used to be?
After driven this track a few times in its current format, I actually like it. I was never a fan of the going under the bridge part of the tracks. I thought it was a bit unnecessary. It added a little bit too much to the race for me. This sort of gives you more opportunities to overtake, as MCL has actually he's given me a perfect example there. Well done, MCL. It sort of gives you that extra run going on, and then Steele has to go and serve his drive-through now anyway, so it would have been a free position either way, but that's how it goes.
As I say, Rank is up at the front, trying to get himself past the second of the 2 McLarens with the DRS down Raffles Boulevard.
Yeah.
So head down.
Right,
the DRS and the ERS is being used. Round the outside, he's going to have to hold it round the outside. He's maybe going to get pushed a little bit wider. Nope, still enough spaces left between the 2 drivers, and it's going to be. Oh, he's still there though. He's still there.
Good space though.
He is eventually muscled out, but he does have it.
That was a very, very good overtake actually. Very well done there, and that's apparently Sarah online. But yeah, moving forward. While
that's going on, you saw at PDMB looking at the back of MCL. I think he's just been recently overtaken. Then you've got Scar Tricks.
Shaggy and Exo battling at the back here as well.
We've also got Bird looking at the back of Reed here for P11. Bird, as I say, was involved in quite a bit of battling last week at Monza. In terms of from what I've seen, 53 laps. By the way, if you wonder why that's not on the main channel, it's because I had issues trying to log in, so it was on my own channel. It is going to go up into the YouTube, so you will see that at some point. Hopefully the quality was good, since I had to jerry-rig that setup in order to make that work.
At least it worked though. That's the important thing. It was there for people to see. Scar Tricks currently in P10, his teammate in P7 at the moment as well, but can Phil make some moves in the next coming laps? He's quite aggressive at the moment, so is Bird on Reed. He was thinking about
Nathan is about to return the favour here, or he's going to think about it.
Here we go.
He is, the battery is on. He's going down the inside this time, so he's going to have the inside line, and move is done and dusted.
It is clear that's going to be a battle for a little while.
And
Bird and Scartrix. And sorry, not Bird and Scartrix. Reed.
Reed's about to lose the position to Exo as well. So the two former South Africans, now one behind another the owner. So it's a battle of the owners now.
Pretty much. There's a battle going on. All we need is Steele. And will have all three of them, but currently Steel, because he had the server drive-through, is 16.9 seconds back from Shaggy, his teammate, so not going to happen.
See, it's a nice little battle here between Bird, Exo, Reed, and Shaggy. I mean, Shaggy at the back of this at the moment, obviously for the long haul, as well as Exo on the hard compound tires.
Exo
to
doing quite
note,
well.
Exo has under fuel.
MCL, sorry, he is trying on Steel LDN at the moment. He thought about it. Steel just kept it pinned round the outside. Defensive move from Steel now, and MCL goes round the outside, makes the move clear.
I wonder if that's meant to be so that he can get the DRS here. That's probably why he's done it.
They're watching. Will Steel manage to get anything back? I doubt it. It's very short DRS straight to do anything on, but these guys have got pace to play
Rank
with.
is a little bit wide. That's cost him some time as he came out of that corner. So he's not going to be able to do anything there. So it's going to be Bird and Bull. That almost could sound like a pub name, I'm not going to lie. As Bull has been
The Bird
passed,
and the Bull.
as I say. Or the Bull and the Bird. But he's coming back at him. I'd imagine Mike's probably been in a pub called the Bird and the Bull at some point, or something very similar to that.
Instead of birds and the bees, is the bird and the
Yes. Yes.
Now there's a bit of aggression going on here with Exo. He's looking to try and get past Bull, but we'll see how that plays out. Bull's got the soft tyres on. They're still going to be alive for maybe
He's
another
struggling
lap.
a little bit here as Bull. I wonder if he's got some kind of damage or something, because he seems to be really struggling. Either that or his setup is not suited for straight lines.
I will say Exo's just putting pressure on him. He's not even trying to pass him at this point until now.
I think he will get it done here though.
Yeah, he's centre at the outside.
Using the battery.
It's a very comfortable overtake for Exo.
So had to use quite a bit of battery there to do that though.
Yeah,
But
but
he's down to about 30%.
here's the question for you. Is it worth using your battery this early knowing that you're just going to get it all back again within a few laps, or do you want to just reserve a lot of battery life so you can just dump it all at once? Because that's what I would have done.
I mean, we found that I found that out from China, from another side of things, that a lot of people were saving their charge for the long back straight. So I wonder if many people will do it for this straight here. But I mean, would you get? It's not really a full straight.
I actually don't
see
save much
Shaggy
charge
here.
for the back straight, because if you can get good launches out of all the
Shaggy's
like
around the outside.
first and second sector
Oh,
in China, Sam, you can get a good launch out of that. Like of just first and second sector, you don't need the charge for the back straight, as people here in ERC found out when I destroyed them in the pre-season stuff last season. China for 100%. Yes, I beat everybody because I'm a god.
what I was going to say, was that the only time you did that season or not?
Well, pre-season, so yeah.
How many people were sandbagging though?
None of them were sandbagging. Same team was the only person who tried to beat me, and he crashed me on the second day of pre-season, because that's the only way he could beat me, because I'm too good. Pre-season racing in this game, I am so goddamn good, because it feels so good. But then they break the game, and then it's rubbish. So that's the way I see it all the time.
While you were talking about that, Rank is once again going to have a goal for P2 potentially here. Although I'm sure he's going to get quite close enough to make anything stick. Nope, he's going to have to remain behind. So
He's managing okay though.
at the moment, we've got PDMB just holding on to DRS just about from Steel, and then you've got Scartrix just behind him. He still remains behind him, and then we got Shaggy and Bull. And I think Shaggy's not going to quite be close enough. But there was an old term that I coined at some point a few seasons back. I believe it was Imola last season. It's a thing. It was known as Shaggy syndrome, because he's got stuck behind a car that long that you couldn't overtake.
That sounds about right. for anybody, but we're currently on lap 8 now here in Marina Bay. PDNB starting to lose out a little bit of pace as Scartrix closes in the gap for P8. Shaggy on the back of Bull as well, tried his best.
Bit of a moment there from Steele. It was a tiny moment, a little bit of wiggle at the back end from the Alfa Romeo driver there, which potentially could give PDNB a chance here.
Now Rank Prix looking for a move down the inside into turn 1. He was thinking about it. He's not close enough though.
Well, I was going to say,
Nathan
you don't really want to
McIntyre.
make the move there, do you? You want to make the move down the next one, if you're thinking wisely about it.
Yeah, Nathan McIntyre is doing quite
He's doing
well.
a great job of being a number 2 driver at the moment.
He's given his teammate enough of a gap to be able to continue pushing forward, but he's now holding up Rank Prix, which is what he needs to do. The question I have is, when does Nathan McIntyre call it on the soft tyres, because he is also losing the back end?
Probably somewhere. Oh wait, Steele's been passed by PDNB. I'm just on board with Scartrix, looking at the battle from behind, and PDNB I thought was going to go around the outside. And PDNB I think is going to have the inside here. Yep, he has. Is he going to be undercut here?
Scartrix thinking about it as well.
Bruno Lopez has retired in the pit lane, so that is his day done and dusted.
That's unfortunate for the Portuguese driver. Right now Shaggy is actually closing in on Bull, but the question is, when will the move happen? Because 0.5 of a second coming into this sector doesn't mean enough that you're going to have the run. So let's see with the DRS.
Scartrix thing, you could potentially get a move done here. It was close there, but he wasn't quite
He's
close
got
enough.
to keep the momentum going through this corner for it to work. Yeah, because
You've
Bull
also
makes
got
a mistake.
Bird in this.
Sorry, Sam.
You've also got Bird.
Bull's just made a massive mistake. Now he's under pressure from Shaggy, who's also looking to go, but he just didn't get the run he needed out of that corner to get the launch. Those soft tyres still helping Bull. Oh, as he hits the wall!
Yes.
Bull is driving the wheels off of this car, and he's having to put too much on himself to keep ahead of Shaggy. Does he just concede this position? Because it's putting a lot of pressure and strain on him to drive at those
There's
speeds.
been a position swap for P2. They're still almost side by side, but Rank has got the move done and dusted there.
On Scartrix as well, down the inside of Steele. He makes that move
that was
stick.
one. I wonder if Bird will now be able to get past him as well, because Steele does not have much battery to play with in terms of that. You can see you could just see the Christmas tree flashing light there. It tells out that the battery percentage on the car in front is low.
Now let's see where we're at, because Bird is looking.
Bird is one. I feel like Bird is the one of these people who will patiently wait for a move to appear and then make his move when he has to.
As always how he does it. He used to be quite aggressive with his moves, but he's sort of mellowed down over the years. He's realised he's not had to do that with the pace that he drives.
He may have missed it, but Bluntblade has been passed by MCL as well down towards the end of the third sector.
So
while we were looking at that,
MCL will push forward a little bit more.
Well, he's pushing considering he has about 19% of his battery left.
Well, it's up to MCL now to just keep pushing, because he's got to do another sort of 50 qualifying laps to get.
Nathan's made a mistake somewhere, or his tyres have started to fall off, because he's fell out of DRS range and now he's under pressure from Panda.
I would argue the fact that those softs are dead.
Around the outside, around the inside for Panda.
Yeah,
that is going to be moved, done and dusted.
That those softs have met their match. They do not look very happy.
Well, Bird is going to go for a move on Steele here. But he's going to have to go round the outside, and there's a move in front going in as well. It's PDNB losing a position. So Bird has got past. Scartrix is passed.
Yeah, the order is changing around. That Red Bull car.
Bull up Shaggy.
Down more and more positions.
Oh, Bull's picked up a penalty by running wide.
That's not good.
That's very easy to do there.
He was struggling for a little while there, and I believe he has just pitted as well, hasn't he? So
Bull needs to come in. He's really struggling. I don't know what he's done with these rear tires, but he is not. The rear of that car is not happy. I think those tires are dead.
He has lost a lot of time. That's him. Well,
Try to see if there's any damage on that car. No damage on the car. Weirdly
he's not
enough,
got damage. He's just got overheating tires. I would assume his tires are.
Maybe his setup is not suited to the actual those tires. Who knows?
I would argue that the temperatures here at Marina Bay can be quite weird in this game.
I do remember back a fair few seasons ago now, well, back a fair few games ago now. I think it was 2018, if you remember how bad tyre heating used to be, particularly if you were on a controller around here.
Yeah.
Where the tyres the front left would, if you were on a controller, reach like 100, the maximum of like 110 degrees or something like that. And would just literally be in the point of melting. And if you're on a wheel, you had a massive advantage.
Bird now being quite hungry. You can see he's looking for that move on PDNB. But
he's not using it though. Yeah, he's not close enough. And Exo's got Pastille behind.
Yeah, Exo making use of that. Pastille doesn't use all of the track that he had available to him and ends up skidding out the place, which is not ideal. Oh god, I just witnessed Steel just tried Tokyo Drift there. He's struggling with those tyres.
He's on mediums though.
I'm going to say
That's a curious one.
I actually think that the track temp has gone up. This track is so bad, and the thing is, with Codemasters games, I will say this now, the lack of telemetry that you can have access to is absolutely appalling. Absolutely appalling. It should be a lot better, especially for commentators. We need this information, but we don't have it to hand.
I mean, I have said this so often, is Nathan's now lost
MCL.
our position to MCL, and he's into the pit lane.
And Blunt Blade goes up because of that as well.
Got to be careful of that pit lane entry as well, because you can get penalties going into that pit lane entry if you're not careful.
Oh yeah.
As he's on to a brand new set of mediums. So a 2-stop for him, or a 3-stop? Who knows?
Well, either way, he needs to think about keeping those tyres good. If the track temp has gone up, like I suspect it has, then we're in for a good race, because I think a couple of people's tyres will be dying earlier than they was expected.
I think Bird, he is using the battery this time. He's going to go around the outside.
He's going to try and pin him in here.
However, he's not fully cleared him.
He gets punted a tiny bit there. But to be honest, he did squeeze him a lot going through that corner, did Bird. So I think it's all fair that ends fair for him. Bird looking once again on PDNB, but it's not going to be done just yet. We'll stay on board with this battle and see how it develops. A lot of gaps starting to form around the grid as people are starting their pit stop strategies. But look at this, Sam. We're 13 laps in now out of 62, and Bird is sort of trying to put his money's worth in already and gain some positions for that Aston Martin team.
He's put the money in the meter and said, "I want the full amount of it used." That's what's happened there.
100%. He is keeping to his word. Bird is the word. I'm not going to sing it. Don't make me sing it.
I'm not going to do that. We're not doing this on stream. That's an off-stream thing. Everyone knows where that's from.
Family Guy.
Yes.
Bird is the word.
We're not going through the entire thing.
No. Did somebody tell you about the word?
Well, Bird's trying to tell PDNB about the word, and I think the words are saying is I want past.
Yeah, here we go. He's tried this time. He's just struggling right now.
Oh,
he's putting
PDNB,
pressure
that's
on him,
a moment. That's gonna. Oh, what is going on?
Tokyo Drift. That's what's going on right now.
And Steele has picked himself up a penalty in the process somewhere as well in the background.
I'll tell you, that was Tokyo Drift, and well kept from PDNV. He struggled to race with us for a while last season. He was coming out of an injury that he had, and Bird has just punted the wall.
Damage. He's
Yeah.
got the wing damage.
I'm saying
He's
it
lost
now.
an end plate.
I am saying it now. Track temperature has gone up magically in this game.
And now Exo can get an easy move. And perhaps a little bit leverage up on.
Nathan
There we go.
McIntyre is
And
currently
he's
in
right down the
P12.
escape road. Oh my word! There goes Bird down the escape road.
He's had an L moment, hasn't he? But Nathan McIntyre up in P11 after overtaking Shaggy, he has done his pit stop. Now he's got to just drive very fast and aggressively up the top of the field again to where he
So he's got to drive the wheels off that car at that point. As Dex goes into the pits. That's early.
How does the screen quality look, guys? This is, I managed to get the HD 60X working, so that's how.
I'm curious why Exo came in though. Interesting one. After only 14 laps on the hard tyres, maybe he doesn't like them. Who knows?
I would agree that the track has changed. It does look very much like ice out there. For a lot of people have to be very careful.
Especially pit lane exit. That pit lane exit, it's a very tricky one in itself. Actually, man.
Steel is putting a lot of pressure on Bull at the moment to decide where he's going to go.
I don't know why Bull hasn't come in yet, considering his tyres, I think, are, well, let's just say,
I think,
on ice at this point.
to be honest, he's got a long race to go, so it makes no difference to him when he comes in. He's just got a lot more work to do when he comes back out. That's all. He's lost a lot of positions, and Steel as well has lost a lot of positions. So he's got to
one
make
of those
some
was
back.
because of a drive-through, because of the virtual safety car. Speaking
Yes.
of the virtual safety car, rather.
It's a day
As
of
in-
making things up for him as Nathan McIntyre gets up to P8, overtaking Steel.
Steel or Steel?
Yeah, as Alfa Romeo Steel, as Nathan McIntyre has made that race. He's gone like the wind. He's the only battle really on track at the moment, because everybody's gaps are quite considerable, to say the least. But that's the enjoyment.
We have
that
Nathan
hold.
making his way. Nathan making his way through. As Shaggy has also got past, which means I think that Steele's gone to the pits.
Yep.
Yes, he has. Probably for our set of mediums at this point in the Grand Prix, I would think.
Good choice though. When it comes down to figs, it's the
He's getting a wing change on that car actually.
maybe he is potentially changing his wing angle to try and get more grip.
No, we had an actual wing change in terms of the
That's
entire wing was replaced.
Sometimes what happens, like if it's more than a certain amount of clicks, they'll just give you a new wing.
Bird is onto the softs. Interesting strategy.
Maybe he's trying to find more grip at the moment.
Exo's gone into the soft. Hang on a second. Exo's just come back in again and gone to softs as well.
Interesting. Maybe they are foreseeing something that we're not. But I will say
I'm trying to see if we can
track
see
temp
anything in
has
the
changed.
sky. But
You
yeah.
can see that by the way that the cars are driving on track. A lot of slipping and sliding. It does
It's a bit like if you've ever seen someone try who's on an ice rink for the first time.
Yes, pretty much that.
So I think we're going to see a few 3 stops here, maybe even a few 4 stops potentially.
Yeah, I think we'll see that. There's not too much to really say that they will be as effective as the other, because this track throws up weird things. It's a weird track for that, as you can see with the way that some cars have changed positions simply because their car has decided welcome to Tokyo when we're not in Tokyo.
I mean, I don't think we're too. Don't do it. Don't do that. Don't do that too good. You might get done for copyright. This is literally what this. Literally, this race might become a podcast at some point.
Yes. Right now, the closest gap to another car on the track
PDNB, I
is
think.
2.2 seconds, and that is Nathan
Well, no.
McIntyre to PDNB for P7.
Yeah, well, Nathan's obviously going to catch quite quick, considering he's on new tyres.
Oh, McVitz has gone to pits.
He's gone on for another set of mediums. He was already on mediums, and he's went to pit. I mean,
Nathan
that's the thing
McIntyre
about
is chasing down PDMB because it looks like Scartrix has either made a mistake or his car has decided to go slowly. Because over the space of a lap, he has lost over a second and a bit to PDNB. So we could see Mr. Scartrix coming into the pits very soon as those mediums start to say no.
Mm-hmm.
Because that is
Bluntblade is in as well.
Bluntblade in the pits now. He's getting his first set of medium tyres on the board, it would seem. Swap from soft
Indeed,
to
as
mediums.
Nathan is looking to shape up his next move on PDMB down Raffles Boulevard.
Now we'll see how this goes. Done with the sales for
It should be
bridge.
easily done.
And yeah, goodbye. That is it. Over and done with.
As I say, Nathan is also in and out of fuel at the moment, out of low fuel. So that'll be an interesting one because the orange light appears and disappears again. So
I wonder how much these guys overfuel for this, because they definitely need to overfuel.
yeah, because this track is not a.
It's a lot of driving in
my
low
word.
gears here.
Yeah.
Rather than a lot of sort of acceleration rather than just sitting at constant speed. So I can imagine the drivers have had to.
Oh my word, that was Scartrix very close to the wall there.
Yeah, I would say
The
that is
exit.
his medium's dead, because he's lost a few positions now. Nathan McIntyre up into P5 again.
So just having a quick old look, his ranks into the pits from P2.
I would argue that currently, as MCL and Rank, Panda and Rank are in the pits. So that's quite interesting to see that MCL now inherits P2. Innovate Eagle still P1, 17.5 seconds of MCL. Nathan McIntyre up into P3 now after the pit stops. And Scartrix comes into P4. His tyres, he's going to have to pit again. He is going to have to pit. I don't know if he has pitted yet. You don't think he has? He's been sort of pushing hard.
I do know that Eagle, MCL, Scartrix, PDNB, Aggie, Reed, Steel have not yet pit. Everyone else has made at least one stop, with I believe the bottom two having made 2 stops.
Yeah. So currently, right now, the current change of pace would suggest that the McLaren Pass, which is the top 4, is going to change very soon, because I think Innovate Eagle is going to call the shots and try and get his pit stop done very soon, because he doesn't want MCL to in that position anymore than he has chased him down. So Innovate, maybe within the next 3 laps, I would assume he would pit.
Oh, PDNB almost doing some more drifting there, as their rank is going to get alongside him and probably make the move down the inside. Which that is done. That's for rank. He's up to P5.
No, PDNB is locking up and drifting.
He's down the escape road, I believe.
No, he
Well, I
drifted.
thought he was down the escape
No,
road.
he went sideways at the corner. I think his tyres are saying no to him. Has he pit? No.
No, he has not yet
Yeah,
pit.
he should maybe think about pitting.
MCL is into the box.
Yep, he's made his call. Get
Soft
on the
compound
softs.
tyres.
Yeah, so he's going to 2-stop it. This is his first stop for the softs. That's going to get him to about 32 laps, I would assume, on average. And then from there, you can run mediums to the end. So, in his eyes, that's what he's going to try and do, potentially. He might actually try and get them to about 15 laps on the softs, if he can. And then he doesn't have to worry about it again. Or he could just go medium, soft, soft, medium on the end. Or the latter, medium, soft. Because that would be a
Bluntblade's
safe
trying to make
option.
a move on Shaggy. Meanwhile,
Yeah,
down the inside he goes.
Gary makes a very good move there.
Yep,
get past.
Shaggy is on 19 lap old hards at this point, and those tyres are probably going to start to feel the pain in a few laps, I think. As Bird and Steel swap positions, Bird on his fresher softs, then Steel on his used mediums at this point.
You know, I miss racing in this game. I really do. Like, honestly, if I had the time, I'd still race. You know I would. But
My interest, as I say, in the racing are not quite as much as what they used to be.
rank on Star Treks now. This is where Rank's got to make his money for his team. He's really got to think about if the move is worth it at the moment, because he knows that Star Treks needs to box. Does he stay behind him as long as he's not losing
He is
much
going to
time,
be
or-
ahead. He'll be behind for now, but I think he'll get the move done here. So look at the difference in grip there
Yeah.
as he comes off the corner.
You can tell that Star Treks is losing his tyre life at this point. It's gotten to the point now where Rank on fresh tyres is going to have absolute control of his race pace, whereas Star Treks has already lost nearly a second to Rank Prees in the space of 1 second. So yeah, Star Trek's starting to drop rapidly now. He needs to think about boxing very soon, but my understanding is he is trying to make his life easier in the future by trying to slog out this first stint on the medium tyres, not worry about them. Once he's boxed, and there he doesn't have much to worry about in the future. But Innova Eagle, he's still going. He's 28.2 seconds ahead of his teammate as he comes into the pits.
Yeah, he has lost time though, Nathan, on that lap, because it was 28.3 as he's into the box himself.
He's flying at the moment, near flawless for him as he's going to put on the...
Meanwhile, Panda is about
tyres.
to make a move on Scartrix.
He is, I believe,
Panda's
still
on the
going to
inside.
climb on the lead here. Sorry.
Oh, they're still side by side. Oh, still side by side. Oh, nearly. He's around the outside. There's not much space there. His Rank's picked up a penalty actually. Process there. I don't know what he did. I think he's cut part of that last corner on the outside.
Innova Eagle has still managed to stay out in front of Nathan McIntyre. That's what we were looking for originally before that battle erupted. He is now actually came out perfectly to give his teammate DRS farther away from Ryan Breeze. That is like near coordination.
Yeah, there is two different shades of orange I'm looking at
Yeah,
for some
it is.
reason.
It is. Chat, I'm not the only one, and it looks weird on Nathan McIntyre's car, kind of dark orange.
Yeah, it's I don't know if you've ever actually. It feels like the color. It feels like the orange is a bit more washed out on the second McLaren than it is in the first.
It's almost like they've just copied and
reason.
pasted it, and then it's like not really worked very well. But I wonder
So what
if
I'm
that
saying
was
is, if you've ever had it where you've got a colour printer and you're trying to print something, and the second time you went to print something, you're running out of ink.
Yeah.
Or starting to run out of ink.
M5 Steel in the pits. There we go. But I will say this now, right? The two colours. Which one do you prefer?
The ones that are there is the one that's on the leading car rather than the other one.
This is the actual, that's McLaren. Fine. That one. The other one is, it's like a B-Tech version of it. I don't know why, but I wonder if that's because it's the triple, like it's part of the Triple Crown thing that McLaren and Arrow did. For especially like, you know, their Indy cars, for like the Indy 500 and stuff like that, they've changed the colour for each one slightly, so they're all noticeable on track. Like that's almost what it looks like. I don't know. It is pretty cool though that there's a difference and we've noticed it. Rank Prees now chasing down Nathan McIntyre. He is within 0.7 of a second of Nathan as he has dropped back drastically from his teammate in the space of a lap. Darth Reed in the pits. He loves it being in the pits.
So you've got two different battles here. You've got Rank trying to get himself past Nathan, and then you've also got MCL trying to get past Panda here.
Yes, you do. It's going to be a continuing battle as MCL is trying his hardest to try and get past, but nothing at current, is it? You know, it's still all to play for here at Marina Bay. MCL, however.
The thing with Rank is potentially he was thinking about using the battery there, but I don't think he's going to go for it. No, he's opted to stay behind for now.
MCL down the inside of Sascola Panda. That is very well done. And MCL is up into P4 once again. A good overtake by the Haas driver. Blunt blade on the back of Scartrix now as well is becoming prevalent. Steel on the back of Bull, and Reed coming out of the pits as well behind Steel. So we're going to just jump to this battle real quick, because I believe that Scartrix decided to call it quits on those tyres around about 25 laps, 24 laps even on those tyres. Bull under pressure from Steel and Reed behind. Bird also putting pressure on Shaggy. We'll watch where this goes. Rank Breeze putting pressure on Nathan McIntyre as well. So it's all coming to this, but Steel doesn't get the best run out of that corner. He was hoping he'd get a better one.
Bird and Shaggy. Bird has passed. Shaggy's still not yet pit. Still going around on those hard tires.
The hards haven't died that much. Like, he's been pretty consistent this race. Given that he's gone up and down the order, but I don't think that's been because of his driving. I think that's pitting around him. Steel now really getting quite close to
Rank is making it, I think, because he well, as I say, they're both low on battery now. Is down the inside goes Rank. He's going to run a little bit wide though, and he's got it done. However, Nathan may come back at him here, but his tires are a lot older.
Sorry, Sam, as Mike versus Bull has died. I will say that, as Mike Steele has got past, and Bull has went wide, and even his teammate has passed him. So Bull getting a little bit flustered under pressure there, it would seem. And it's all over. Scartrix and PDMB, now, these two had a little battle a while ago, and they're back at it again. This time, Scartrix with fresher tyres, can he defend from PDMB, who is flying currently?
Just hope PDMB can actually keep his car in a straight line and not have it pointing at a 45-degree angle at one point or another.
Definitely. Thank you very much for the follow, SRC maybe. I appreciate it, buddy. Scartrix. He is really trying at the moment, but there isn't much in it between these guys. But we'll see where it ends up. PDMB is also got a lot of pressure to make up. Yeah, the sort of distances have changed again. The battles are not as close as they once were. But we'll see how it goes. PDMB still trying to keep the pressure going, but there's nothing there currently, unless Scartrix makes a mistake. So Sam, how was your week without me?
To be honest, I've done nothing this week. I'm back to uni again next week. As I say, back on Monday. So that's the fun part of all of this stuff starting up again.
It is what it is.
Only in 2 days though.
MCL starting to put a little bit of pressure on Nathan McIntyre. But
yeah,
again, it's not enough for him to worry too much.
That only done 13 laps, but I feel like those tyres and that McLaren have already started to die off.
Yeah, it would question maybe the driving style of Nathan McIntyre. Maybe quite tight going into some of the corners, and you look at MCL who's sort of going out wide, which is using all of those.
He's thinking about it.
Yeah, I
Thought
think
it went through there.
you'd be a little bit of an idiot to try and send it from that far back into that corner, but Nathan McIntyre is sending it into every corner to try and stop MCL.
Well, you've also got Panda in the background as well, who's just about hanging in there, which is helping him sort of keep in touch. Here comes MCL just to complete this move round the outside, and moved done and dusted.
Yeah, he had a
Panda will
fantastic
maybe
launch
try.
out of the hairpin there, and that was it. It was over before it even started. Steel and Exo now.
Yeah, Exo has just got past Steel. Actually,
Well, Steel's dead.
That one.
He has lost it, and he's crashed into the wall with his rear. So I'm
Oh dear.
assuming his spoiler has received some damage, but we'll see. That wasn't ideal He maybe got on the power a little too soon. But Nathan McIntyre under pressure.
Meanwhile, yeah, Panda, as I say, is putting him under a hefty amount of pressure here. There's the yellow again. That's as we have a full safety car.
Oh, he died. Is that because of?
No, that's probably because of the
it's gone
probably
round.
wing damage. Probably wing damage or something like that.
McVitz went round, I believe. No, it wasn't McVitz. It was Steele again. I believe he has went round. He's lost his front wing.
And the safety car's been brought out.
Yeah. So that apparently warrants a safety car. To be honest, it probably was blocking the track. And there's probably debris sitting exactly where he lost his back.
And Shaggy's into the box from that. He's onto the medium, and away he goes. Bird's back in another set of softs himself.
So this could actually bring back the racing now, chat. If you don't know this, a safety car basically resets everybody on track, puts them all behind each other, behind a slower car, just so that they can drive slowly to protect marshals. Keeps everybody safe while they're trying to either fix issues off the track, like barrier issues or debris on the track, or trying to remove the car from the circuit or whatever after it has crashed.
And the Eagle is into the pits.
It's a free stop for a lot of
free stop's going to be. I'd expect Rank to be in as well. Probably MCL.
He's decided to stay out. Rank stayed out and MCL's going in. But to be honest, Rank is on
MCL, is it?
So whereas Innova Eagle is going on to the soft tyres, MCL will pit as well. I would assume he's either going to put another set of softs or another set of mediums. We'll see what he does. It looks like he's got soft sitting waiting for him. Yeah, new set of soft tyres. So he's going to be ready to go on that restart. He knows it's a game changer for him now. Bluntly decided not to go into the pits, but he will get out. And the P4 on the restart, very well timed. That's safety car for a lot of these guys. Now the question is, Scar Trick did recently pit. And he stayed out. He stays out. PDMB, however, has decided to pit.
Yeah, he has decided to go into the box.
Bird staying out. But I believe
Bird just pitted last lap
themselves. So
yeah, Bird and Shaggy just pitted last lap.
Yeah, a couple of them. Well, Shaggy actually played it cool. He needed his pit stop, so he did it under safety. He's probably the luckiest out of all of them. Being on the hard tyres, he's been pretty good this race. I'll give him that. He's pulled his punches.
Steele does stay out. As we have, it reads into the pits, and PDMB, as I say, has just come out. He's going to come out just there of his teammate. So, almost everyone else, the oldest person, the oldest tyres is Bluntblade. Moment, 10 lap old mediums.
Yeah.
And it's Panda and Rank.
He's gonna
lap
get
old mediums.
He's probably gonna get another few. Probably get 2 or 3 laps more out of the tires now than he could get the safety car. So as long as he can cool them down efficiently, if they're all warm, which I can imagine they will be, then he's on for a win. If he can keep them going. Sarah goes, do you know what the biggest Sunday debate is? How you're going to go back to adulting all day without an afternoon nap. I'm guessing you slept in the afternoon. Because I think that's what you're implying to. Because you did that yesterday. You basically missed my whole entire shift at work. She dropped me off at work, stayed in Inverness for a few hours with her friends, and then went home to sleep from about, I would say, 11. Only had one nap. You did have multiple yesterday. You did essentially sleep until you had to come and get me from work. That's what she did.
Is that purely because you don't trust Stagecoach at all?
She just doesn't want me riding on the bus, which is fair enough. It's fair enough.
I mean, considering at some point what the conditions are like for buses.
Honestly, it was it Friday morning. I put a message in the last comp strat,
Yes.
and I went. You know you're on the stage close bus in the Highland. You get on the bus, it's like half 6 in the morning, and it's you've got the faint whiff of piss and garbage. Like it's just,
Yep.
you know, it's either from the night before or it's somebody on that bus right now. You know, it's.
You know
To
who
be
you
honest,
are.
the ganj is definitely from somebody on the bus at that time, and the piss is maybe from the night before. So,
Well, because they don't bother cleaning that out beforehand,
yeah,
before it goes back out again.
man's draining my
The-
fuel savings.
it's
Babe, I said I would pay you money for that, but you still haven't sent me your bank details over. That's my one saving grace. Send me your bank details. I still owe you money. Sarah, welcome to the North Scotland. Yes. Yes, welcome to
I
the
mean, I'm
North
kind of.
Scotland.
Oh, what on earth is going on there? I've just seen
Safety
that whole
car coming in.
bunch of- no, that was just a.
No, it's definitely.
Did it?
Yeah, it's definitely coming in because that's in a bit ego.
Yeah, I don't know what that
No.
was about.
No,
No, safety car's not it.
why
I
is.
don't know what that was about.
Yeah, what's going on? Oh, they're letting somebody by. That's what's happening.
Ah, I think I know. I think that was steel they were letting
Yeah.
go by. Steel or bits, whichever one of the
gave
two.
him
So
away
Zexel's
by-
got himself a drive-through.
For speeding under safety car. How? I was like, oh, I know why. Because Innova Eagle went off the track. That's why, and it's reset the sort of safety car interval.
Oh dear,
Gave him Delta. That's what it is.
that's unfortunate.
That is very unfortunate. He's going to be absolutely raging with the ERC Formula 1 the stewards for that one. He's going to kill the official after the race, I think. If it was Bird, they would already be dead. He would have got out of his car and beat them. He's like the willpower of the paddock. He generally is the will. He'll double Bird you. Get out of the car and just go flip you off twice. That's the type of Bird that we all know and love. Like you'll just stop his car in the middle of the track, climb out, look directly at the official's face, and just stick his middle finger up. That's the casual, casual passive-aggressive nature that we love. Because if I don't know, do you know that clip of Willpower getting out and double burning after he's crashed?
No.
Oh, you need to find it. You need to go and find that. I'll find it for you. In IndyCar, Willpower, double bird. It's just become a meme. It's like a racing meme. Who's getting out, double birding. What a legend.
Well, he knew about what the bird was.
He knew what the bird was. He did. Right, we should have safety car on this lap really soon, but like
Unless it's waiting for whoever is ready to catch up. Still not in, unless that's a late call on that safety car, which can happen.
Now we're going for another lap, it would seem.
Yeah. I mean, it might be, let's just say, they're a little slow speed, so imagine who is this full steel at the back who are still to catch up.
To be honest, the people on the older tyres will be loving this. They'll be loving this. Staying out a little bit more on those tyres. It means that they've got potentially less stops to do, or change, like their tyre strategy could change quite nicely. So yeah, can I just point something out to you? That we've got 2 Aston Martins together, 2 Mercedes together, 2 Red Bulls together, 2 Williams together, and 2 Alfa Romeos together on the standings right now.
Yes, I mean, that's going to partially be broken up when Exo goes and serves his drive-through, but yes.
Yeah, but he can't serve his drive-through under safety car, so he has to serve it literally. Because he got it under safety car, the laps doesn't make a difference. How many laps you do under safety car. He does need to serve it pretty much as the safety car goes in.
So it's, believe now, I think it's going to take a while for Steele to get back on that because he's not even finished the lap yet, whereas McVitz might just about be able to get himself back in the queue.
He might, yeah. We've got a couple of slow sections to go, but I can imagine they will try their hardest to catch up.
While we were waiting for this safety car to sort of say when it's eventually going to come in, while I'm on board with Alfa Romeo, what do you reckon of all the stuff that's happened with Alfa Romeo in terms of name changes and all that sort of thing?
I think it's disgusting. Letting a gambling company own a race team. It should never happen.
Well, considering if I know correctly, on
Because
some
stake
tracks
is essentially gambling, chat. If you don't know what stake is, it is a gambling app. And kick as well, having a stake in the team.
that's why it's two different names. And also, I've just realised at some point that I think
Kick
Steelers
actually
are
have a proportion. They actually have a majority share in stake. So that's why we don't stream on Kick currently, because we do not.
Oh yeah. Yes.
Here we
Also,
go.
Steel and all of his might is trying to come around to catch the safety, but he's actually got wing damage. So yeah.
Into the eagle
Anyway,
is off and already under pressure is Blunt
Blunt
Blade, is
Blade's
MCL.
trouble. There's a huge. This is just going to cause a massive.
What a
cork and bottle
fantastic
effect here.
defense from Blunt Blade. He holds off MCL as much as he can, but he is still there around the outside. Can he push him wide? He's going to have to go side. Oh, it was really close. Blunt Blade gets a little bit loose on the back there. Now he's under pressure from Rag Freeze. Oh god, he's getting swamped. He is getting swamped. Everybody is after his ass. Oh my god. He has lost.
He's already down to P6.
He has lost 4 positions. Oh my god. That was some hungry sharks coming through there. He just basically got pushed to the outside.
That was a great example right there of what happens when you're out of position for one corner and you end up being absolutely screwed over by the fact of that.
Yeah, he just gets sort of held out to dry there from MCL's overtake, and he has nowhere to go. He's got to stay there, and everybody's just so close that they have to follow through. And, well, there's Blunt Blade. He's going to lose another position very soon.
Yeah, Bird's about to go on the outside of him.
Yeah, Gary doing very well to give him as much space as possible. But, you know, he's got old mediums. You put him to the inside, he's not going to be able to defend. He's not going to have the grunt out of the corner like them. Shaggy also coming up behind him as well. He's just struggling right now. He does need to think about that pit stop very soon. It's the Skull of Panda, however.
Nathan's in a little bit of trouble, meanwhile, because of that restart. Because now he's got to worry about Panda here to try and. That was very close in the force turn 1 there. That could have very easily been contact.
Yeah, PDMB also putting a lot of pressure on Steel and P10. I believe that was an overtake for position as well, but Steel getting a little bit antsy at the moment as he's sitting behind. He's sitting behind one of the Haas's of Scartrix right now. Exo has come out of the pits after serving his drive-through in last position. He has not had a race event today. But Scartrix putting a lot of pressure now for Shaggy to make a move on Blunt Blade. This whole entire just train of cars of just really skilled
you can
drivers.
See the movement there. You can see the movement there from the rear of Blunt Blade's car. He's not having fun trying to keep the rear of that car under control.
If I was Gary, I think this lap would be it. After losing that many positions, you've done it. You've managed to keep the car alive for 33 laps. You know, you're getting to a point now.
Shaggy is going to get the move done. He's not even having to use the battery now. He is. He uses a little bit of it, and it's going to be down the inside.
Yeah, I mean he's going to have the move either every day of the week. Sorry, and you've got so many cars behind him. There we go.
There he goes into pits.
Call. Totally not race engineer.
That's going to cost
today.
him. That's going to have lost him a lot of position, a lot of time there though, him doing that.
But you know, he kept his car going. It probably helped him actually, because now technically he may actually be able to run mediums to the end from now.
Rank meanwhile is having to go MCL.
And Panda round the outside of Nathan McIntyre. No need for anything
Nice
there.
move
Just
there by Rank.
DRS. That was perfect by Panda. He's up into P4 again. MCL.
Steals out.
Oh no, that's
He's in the
pits.
pits.
Oh no.
That's in the pits, so that will not be a safety car. Even if it was, it's too close after we've had one to have another one, I believe.
No, you can have another one straight away.
Yeah, but he's in the pits.
Yeah,
His day is done. He's in the pits. So
yeah, yeah. Oh, MCL. Hello, sir. Having a little bit of fun there with your stealing. But yeah, the guys are having a lot of fun this evening, you can see. It was a bit quiet at first, but now we've got all the battles in the world that we can't cover all of them.
PDMB using the battery to go in the outside of Shaggy.
Yeah, he's going to put him under pressure right now. We see if Shaggy's got the oomph out the corner. He doesn't. And that's PDMB up to P8. Once again, he's got Scartrix in his sights. Now, it wasn't that long ago, actually, that PDMB won a title here on a Sunday. So, actually, no, did he win that title? I don't think he did, but he was in the title fight. I would need to go and do my due diligence. Do you want to take over comms for a second while I just go and do that? Because he was in the title fight a few seasons ago in one of the divisions where it fell down all in Australia. I remember watching it well. Just get the ERC.
Yeah, so from the looks of it all, there was briefly a battle between PDMB and Shaggy. Shaggy's kind of fell back a little bit. He's also got a little bit of got steel behind, and it's Reed who's a little further behind as well. The Alpha Male a little bit further back is looking to try and steer
I
close.
believe
Not
it
quite
was
close
season
enough
5 with Tiger Matt as well in that season. Tiger Matt in season 5. PDMB, it was a battle for those two, if I remember rightly, but I could be getting names mixed up. It was something to behold. We were at the edge. Me and Mike were at the edge of our seats that season. We really were in season 5. I think we're on season 11. That's like, and that was one of the first seasons me and Mike exclusively worked together, and we've covered quite a lot here over that time. Chat. We definitely have. Shaggy now.
You got Bird. Oh, that's wide from Nathan there. That's going to give Bird a chance at the back of the McLaren.
Sort of
not
nipping at
this
his heels.
zone. He's going to be.
I wouldn't say he's close. He's nipping at his heels, but we'll see if the move transpires because he doesn't have DRS. Does Mr. Nathan McIntyre? So he is going to be under pressure from Bird when the DRS opens up.
Of which it is going to be open on this Aston Martin this time around. I think it's going to be done and dusted here.
Goodbye. There's nothing that Nathan can do. He's just got to just sit and watch it happen. That's the only thing that he possibly can do, and Nathan's now just got to sit and wait. But bearing in mind that Bird will have to do another stop. Whereas Nathan McIntyre probably doesn't need to. Well, it depends actually. How old is his medium sport? For the
Nathan's tyres are 8 laps old.
I'd say maybe 10 laps and shovel soft tyres at the end. But we're sort of sitting close now to we're over halfway. If that means anything to anyone. 36 laps gone here at Marina Bay. McIntyre is trying his hardest to get back on the bird, but there's just nothing you can really respond with medium tyres. Nick Vitti. Just trying his hardest. Nick Vittis. Nick Vitti's biscuits.
Yeah, trying to get past Bull. I mean, Bull in himself has not had the greatest of goings here today. He's kind of struggled a little bit to sort of gather where he is in terms of where the pace of the car is.
It's a difficult track. I'll give any driver that if they complete a 100% race right. It doesn't matter if you finish first or last or in the middle somewhere. If you get to the end, you know you're doing something right. Because this track, it doesn't take prisoners. It shoots you straight dead in the face when you make a mistake. And that is the whole point of a street track like this, is to punish you when you make a mistake.
Also, with the laps being as long as they are around here, even with the removal of the Singapore thing a few years ago, and now the section under the bridge now, it's still a fairly long lap.
Oh yes, it's one of the longest laps on the game, and it just keeps getting harder for a lot of the drivers. I think when you think of it that way.
It is one of those tracks which requires your full attention pretty much for almost all of the Grand Prix, because the fact that one mess up, only certain places you've got runoff area, the rest of it is straight. You've got a few inches of track and then there's a wall that'll meet you happily.
Hell yeah. Sarah's saying that she can now successfully say she has watched the first half of a Marvel movie, which she watched last night with me. She watched Guardians of the Galaxy with me last night in bed. We were watching it, and then I put Iron Man on as well, and we both fell asleep. But to be honest, it was at like 2 o'clock, well 1 o'clock in the morning we fell asleep because I did have to go to work. So.
Right. So I don't think I was asleep till about 5:30 this morning. Like that. Can't do that today. I think I've got to get up early tomorrow morning.
Here, you know that we're now Instagram things.
So.
I don't know if anyone's seen that clip on our Instagram. You should go and check it out. International Panic. It's international underscore panic, isn't it? Our handle on Instagram. You should go check that out. A clip that was put up from the manager stream before in Monza, where me and Sam were ripping the shit out of Casper for being the new safety car driver because he's that slow. And I think the clip got received quite well by a few people. Do ignore the GTA 5 montage video.
Yes, why is that down below? I
don't
wondered
know.
that.
I think we're Tidy's trying something with the ads and sort of the viewership thing on Instagram by trying to like attract a different audience to see if they're interested in this stuff as well, because that's how Instagram works. So he's got a lot of tags for GTA and stuff like that. That's what. It'll irritate a few people, but the point is that we're trying to attract that new audience as well. Because that's what we do here at National Panic. Is, we're not only here to cater for
At some point next year, you might have the International Panic GTA open.
On GTA 6. That would be like, it's just like just a random playlist up to death.
How angry can you make someone when they're really trying to?
Yeah.
Yeah. I can imagine that being a thing.
I would win. But currently, I know Steel is doing very well to keep on the back of his teammate. But then he makes a mess of it a little bit.
Yeah. He's staying within, considering how much older his tyres are than Shaggy's tyres are, that's quite a fit. Managed to stay within quite well. You've also got Bird on the back of his teammate as well.
I'm going to leave you actually on that battle while I quickly go blow my nose, chat. So, Sam, take it away. You've got Bird to watch in the meantime.
Okay. Right, so while he's away, Bird had absolutely no battery there to deploy whatsoever, so yeah. Bird is, as I say, he's trying to get close as possible to teammate Panda in front. He's, as I say, he's going to have DRS enabled here. With DRS, which of course there is none really. Panda's teammate, not really that much more. It's about 17% for Panda. Panda's gaining ground on MCL actually, so MCL I think he's made a mistake somewhere. His tires are starting to die off, so you have a three-way battle here. Panda's just holding on to DRS. He's actually within 1 second now. He was just briefly holding on there. Meanwhile, still holding on to Shaggy, is about half a second the gap. To them, Bird, as I say, pushing quite hard to get himself as close as possible and see if he can teach him about the word. That is Bird. But I don't know if he's managed to get close enough out of there. Now Panda having DRS is going to make this a little bit more difficult for Bird to get himself past. As Panda, meanwhile, is going to have to look in front and behind him. He's going to have to look in front of him and try and see if he can get past MCL, but then he's also going to look behind for Bird, because Bird could take advantage of it whenever he makes any kind of a mistake here.
Definitely.
In terms of that.
Sorry, I am back. How are we doing? I just blew my nose, and it's great. now he's always. I don't sound so excited. Sarah says. Love that. Panda now putting pressure on MCL, but he's losing that back end quite a lot now. There's a lot of aggression going on to try and keep with MCL, but Bird is not.
Yeah, he's literally using almost the entirety of the battery. MCL's also using his battery. Panda's going to have to go round the outside if he wants it.
Yeah, no.
Oh, that's very close.
Gets a little
oh my word.
bit antsy, but he's going to try and send it on the inside.
On the inside, however, I think, does MCL still have it? He does still have it.
MCL's
There's a little bit of a rubber band.
Oh,
I don't know if I
perfect.
No, there from
that was a fantastic move. He just kept it there. That's what you need to do against MCL. He's going to be quite handsy with you. He's going to make it hard for you to pass him. And now he's made it very easy for his teammate also to have a good run of it, because he's done it at such a pivotal point in the lap so that Bird has an opportunity. But we'll see if that does arise, because Panda's now got to be a little bit quicker on the uptake of getting that pace going to stop MCL from finding time on. Now that's where...
I mean, MCL at this point doesn't have a lot of battery charge, neither does Panda really. Bird has the most here, but he doesn't have much more than those around him. He's on about 20%. Where's about under 10% for both Panda and MCL. Looks like Bird made a slight mistake coming out of there, because he's a little bit further back than he would have wanted to be.
Just a little bit, but MCL is trying to round off the corners a little bit more so that he can stay close back on Panda. But to be honest, when you think about it, you know, MCL isn't really going to have the run on him here. I think he's lost a bit of time now, as Panda's done quite well that lap to not only overtake him at such an important point, but also put MCL under pressure by his teammate as well, which is, you know, that's going to have MCL thinking, wait, is it worth trying to chase down Panda, or should I just defend against Burn? Because that's essentially the ultimatum he's been given here.
Yep. We've Nathan and Scortrix back in this battle as well. Looks like Nathan's managed to has been losing time to Scortrix was behind him.
Vitty's managed to get another 2 seconds.
Yes. So Scortrix, I wonder if Scar's going to try and make a move here on Nathan, or if he's going to wait for the moment.
It would be quite interesting to see where it ends up, though, because when you think of it, there's not really much in it. PDMB is 5.5 seconds back on Scartrix, and the gaps have started to change drastically over the past few laps. We went from being very close to a lot of cars making gaps to each other, and now we've got these sort of standout battles in the middle of the pack.
Bird, as I say, now is just kind of saving his charge. At this point now, Bird is not being as aggressive, he's now saving.
You know what he's doing, like he knows that he's got MCL
there we go.
in sight.
Oh, there's contact. I think Scar's let him go, because there's a little bit of wheel banging on the exit corner. Yeah, so Nathan goes back ahead. I believe I did hear a little bit of bumping between the two of them. So maybe Scar felt he was a little bit too manhandled a little bit too much there on the car, on Nathan's car. So he let this got it back, or he lost time and movement as he went out of the exit. So he decided to let him go back through anyway.
I will say Bird is doing quite well with the gaps that he's been given here. He knows that MCL is still going to have DRS, which for those of you who don't know is the drag reduction system on the back of the cars. It's a little flap.
The letterbox, basically.
Yes, that allows air to pass through it so that the car has less
As you'll
downforce.
see now on MCL, there you go, there's the letterbox.
It's all it is it reduces the friction on the back of the car, the drag.
So, oops, Scar Trixie thought about it. Did think about it there, but not close enough. I mean,
You'll have
or
DRS
like to your
this
right
time round.
alongside.
If he can get the good exit, which he doesn't. Too busy looking at that car in front of him. That's his biggest issue right now. He's looking at where Nathan is rather than just focusing on what he's doing what his own sort of racing. And there we go. The drag
There's
reduction
Scar Trix
system in
through.
action.
And Nathan is down to P7.
It's not been his race so far, but there's still a round of pit
Meanwhile,
stops to go.
a little bit further back, you've got Exos trying to make a move on Bull here. Around the outside, he sends it around the outside, does Exo.
From next lap,
Battle
I can
from
imagine.
P11.
From next lap, Sam, I can imagine there will be pit stops for those that are on their older tyres to go on to fresh softs to the end of the race. For those that are on that sort of strategy, that is the time, 15 laps towards the end, if the tyres are starting to die. Bird.
So I think he's going to get one of these Williams, or both of these Williams, within the next
Bird's pitting, there we go.
potentially.
Bird's making his pit stop right before the end. Nathan's staying out.
Exo's using the battery here. I think he wants to go for the move on Bull. And he's going to be down the inside. They're going to be side by side actually. A little bit of contact here between the two of them, wheel contact. Side by side still as Exo goes past him around the outside of the final corner. He does have the DRS as well. It's a great move from Exo around the outside there in the final corner.
He seems to do this every week. He does, like, he'll have one race where he makes a blinder of him.
And Bird has come out in this train of cars as well, which means he should be out of this train fairly quickly.
He's going to put pressure on Reed as well, straight off the bat, which is quite interesting. Comes out of the pits and instantly gets DRS. That's Aston Martin's strategy genius right there.
I was to say that also does help out Exo a little bit. It does slow up Reed and allows him back into range.
Definitely does. It's
And
kind
made
of
that move there.
put him a little bit closer.
Yellow
Bull's
flag.
crashed. That's going to be a safety car.
That's a safety car.
He's crashed.
That
the end
is
sector,
in,
so-
I
Middle sector,
believe
sorry.
he's crashed at the, I think I know where he's crashed actually.
Yeah.
If you know the wall, it's
We're
on the
just
left
about
hand
to turn up
side.
to
I
it.
think he's went into that one.
Yeah. To be honest, he was going deep into a lot of corners today. Yeah, you can see.
Yeah,
where
so I
he's
think
hit
they
the
are.
barrier.
We have our second safety car of the actual race.
This is going to shape it up for a lot of people. Bird,
Our
who
set of
made
soft
his
tyres.
pit stop already, is going to jump back up all those positions straight away. Yeah,
And
Innova
into the
Eagle,
pits.
Rank, Panda,
Take
and
them.
MCL all making their pit stops now. Gartrix, Nathan McIntyre, PDNB also coming to the pits. Everybody is
All going
into
into the
pits.
softs.
I'm going to say,
Oh, there's two
Bird's
cars.
made
There's Panda and MC. Oh, Panda's actually got his phase through MCL.
Panda.
Uh,
Can I just say this? Bird has made a blunder, a strategic blunder. He has put the mediums on. Why didn't he just put the softs on when he had the chance? The softs would have made it to the end. I reckon they would have. And there we go, Bloodblade's coming in. Everybody has made a pit stop, so it's a fair game.
You get a
last.
pit stop, and you get a pit stop, and you get a pit stop. Hello, names in the chat, by the way. How are you doing?
There's Ninja Neems that she's here. Wouldn't be an international paddock stream without her, would it? But it is what it is.
Everyone else. Oh, and now so Bird has gone. Has Bird gone back in again? Yes, Bird has gone back in again and has gone
Yeah.
into softs.
That's what I was saying. He made a strategic blunder by putting on the mediums towards the end of the race. In 15 laps, all he needed to do was put the softs on to survive. That's all he needed to do, and he put the mediums on. Silly Albert. Bad Albert. You could have made so many positions if you had had your softs on. You, my friend, would have been in 4th right now. That's how bad that decision was, sir. You should have known that there was going to be a safety car at the end. That's what was going to happen. Sarah and Dean's having a nice chat already. We'll leave you to it. We won't bother you. We're going to enjoy the racing, won't we, Sam?
Yeah.
It's
Well,
girl
46
talk.
out of 62. Surprisingly, for a Singapore race, it's actually been quite quick.
Yeah, it's,
Things
you know
considered.
something? I've really enjoyed this race with you, Sam. It's been really chill. Even though I've not been 100% today, it's been really chill. I've not really had to.
As I say, I haven't been 100% for a little bit, but yeah, in terms of wellness.
No. From last week, literally from last Sunday about this time, I was in bed, curled up in a ball. So, I'd just as I came in at what was it? Came in just before 7:30 or whatever it was, and I'd given a care package. My girlfriend, she'd take me to Morrison's to go and buy food so that I wasn't without food. So she just says, "Oh, make sure you eat food." And I'm like, "Don't tell me otherwise, I will." I just sit there. I try to devour food, and I'm just sitting there like, "Bleh, I feel so ill. I feel so ill. I don't need to eat. I don't want to eat." But I force myself. Just lying in bed, munching on a tortilla wrap or something.
It's like, because the ability, it's any thought of moving out of bed, it's just like, nope.
Ugh. Mike has rejoined the chat as soon as Nina's here.
Yes.
That sounds about right. Nina joins the chat and you're like, you simp. Mike, you massive simp. See, somebody's made a position. Nathan McIntyre and BDMB are matching positions with each other. What is going on?
I don't know what's going on. One of them's obviously got the actual thing. They've got the thing where they have to let their car go back through it, or the hell? One of them's got the illegal overtake. I don't know which one it is.
And they've
Who
had to give
knows?
the position back,
Yeah. There's one thing that hasn't been considered all of this, and I don't know if it may come into effect come the end of this, but we've got Rank's only won the top 3 with a penalty. Only 3 cars with penalties this race.
I'm sure you have, Mike. I'm sure you have been on it today. Stop being a massive simp. Anyway, MCL poised himself nicely to try and get into that podium position, because if Rank can't make that 3-second deficit up, he's got the penalties. He is going to drop out of that points positions in the big pay points in the top 3. So that is where it stands currently. Cold/glue. You mean flu, man? Sorry to get into that one.
Blue?
She's obviously typed accidentally like blue is in for flu. She's accidentally and it's just
Or autocorrect is autocorrect.
Needs was the best day ever. I couldn't read above her. It was also like Stop! Why is everyone sucking up to my? I get the short end of the fucking stick, and do not turn that against me because I am short. It's not fair. Not
having
fair.
seen how tall you actually are in real life.
Listen, you're
actually,
not that much taller, and you're older than me. You maybe put it down to you already shrinking then.
I haven't checked my height in years, so honestly I can't tell you.
Safety car in this lap. And we you
Yep.
forgot.
Bull has had
Lots of laps
issues,
of racing.
so he's hopefully
Well,
he'll be able to get back in.
You know what? Chat, you know, you guys can sit there and you can chat with me, okay? I've been chatting with you for a little while. You're banned from chatting with me.
Is Eagle go?
Gentlemen or gentlemen, you wouldn't know that, Andrew, until you grow up. Cheers, Mike.
Well, is that including all the pints? Is that including all the pints of water?
Yeah, there we
anyway.
go. And that's Eagle gone. He's not caught Rank out, but he's caught Panda.
He's caught
out,
Panda.
and that's put Panda.
MCL, whoa, MCL, that's an huge moment, near moment there as he went across there.
He's trying.
Towards turn 1.
Bird on steel as well. It's getting very hot out here in Marina Bay.
I mean, with the amount of humidity there normally is here.
Casually sweating in the comments box right now. But look at this. Shaggy putting pressure on PDMB. He's looking to try and make that move, but it's not going to happen.
That's
Rank
another penalty
Breeze
for
gets
Rank.
another penalty. Oh no. The races just went from bad to worse. That is horrible. Absolutely horrible.
He's having the good old Ferrari luck, and he's already felt it in 1 second, I've noticed.
He generally has. He's made one too many mistakes, and he is going to be punished for his mistakes by the 2 cars behind him, who literally all they need to do is stay within
Panda's now
6
dropped out of
seconds
range
of
as well. I mean, MCL is probably going to go for a move on Panda here, or he's thinking about it. He jinked left and right there, but couldn't really do anything with that particular momentum that he had. But that's a very lively round on that Haas. I mean, many people have said Haas is an interesting car to drive amongst the words that...
Well, when they don't split in half.
Yes.
Apparently Mike says you and him get fucking aircon when you polish the sky. Lies. You do not get aircon. Because I would know, because I would have to put the bill for it. You'd have it cranked all the way low, and it would cost me a fucking fortune.
No, he tries to come in like Gunnar Steiner and be like, yeah, he tries to smash the door. Anyway, Bird is trying to make a move on steel here.
Yes,
he's close anyway of trying to make a move.
He's trying his hardest.
He's not. You got, what was I say? I think that's PDMB at the front of that queue, who's kind of split off from Nathan in front. And he's got a little bit of a train behind him.
Can I just point out that Innova Eagle has already checked out of the race? He's 1.4 seconds ahead of everyone else. And he's just decided, nah, I'm going to just keep my foot on the floor. That's just what's happened.
I mean, MCL is just about holding on to a second of Panda there, and then you've got Nathan who's trying to make let's see how close he can get as well to the back of Scartrex.
Just red shot, I don't even repeat that. 100 wishes he could be like Pop, I reckon. I trained him! I don't want to wish to be like him. I trained him. Oh, I love it.
Eagle checking out.
And he cannot. And do you know something? He cannot dispute that, chat. He cannot dispute that.
You've actually got PD and B who potentially could lose 2 positions here to both of the. Actually, you could technically lose position to Shaggy, Steel, and Bird here.
He could.
Next he's on teammate as well.
He is under a lot of pressure and stress right now to get a move on. And then looking at Nathan McIntyre and Scartrix, they're losing position to MCL, who's actually, he's dropped back. So the overall
yeah,
pace
so
has changed.
Scar is now the one looking at the back of MCL. As we have Steel, nope, he's not gone. It all remains the same there as I think. Reed has been passed by Blunt Blade.
Yeah, Gary's made a
P11.
move for P12.
P12, not P11, that's... I think Bird was also thinking about a move there, but he wasn't quite able to do it. Scortrix a bit further up, he's coming under the bridge, and the second DRS, one of the DRS zones on this track. Let's see if he's going to be able to do anything.
just getting shit on in this chat this evening. What's going on?
Yeah, but I mean,
Couldn't train a slug. My arse, Michael. Dream on, sir. If you class yourself as a slug, then sure, no problem, Mike. You keep believing that. Nathan McIntyre, all over the back
Yeah,
of
he's off.
Mr. Phil. The move could be on, but we need to wait and see how well Nathan holds his car
MCL
through here.
doesn't have any battery to deploy. He's on about 11%, whereas both the cars behind him have battery to use here. We have
Yeah.
10 laps or 11 laps left in this Grand Prix.
Nathan could set up this move from a while back, but I don't think he's going to
Here
have
we
the
go.
opportunity.
Got our Trixis down the inside, down Rapids Boulevard. That's move done. Now, can Nathan also get close enough? No, he's not close enough.
He tried, but the overall result of that battle was always going to be that Haas's were going to change position, and for the better. Because now it basically means that Scartrix uses his battery that he saved up to basically battery buff his teammate MCL, who needs the battery right now, and Nathan McIntyre will just have to sit and gorn over the fact that this position is not his yet.
Indeed. As meanwhile, still in this battle for P7, you've got Shaggy still sitting in this train of cars, about 5-car train sitting in between it here at the moment. PD&B currently is dropped quite a ways back from Nathan.
Definitely.
Currently,
Oh, sorry, my voice is starting to get a bit sore, so I'm not talking as much chat, but we're getting there. We're going to get to the end of this race. Nathan McIntyre, half a second off of MCL. The gap is not really much, but when the grand scheme of things, when you make little mistakes like that, not being on the apex of the corner, that is going to cost you time.
yeah, it's the small mistakes seem small at the time, but then you end up with a lot. They seem a lot bigger when you take them all into account. Meanwhile, I think Bird is finally going to try and break this train up because he's going to go for a move on steel on the inside.
He tried, but he failed this time. Is he going to try and go for the switchback? No, he doesn't. He thought better of it. He was thinking to try and go, maybe try and go down the inside of him there as well and just switch it up a little bit. But he's not managed it, so. I was around with the best. Mr. Walker, RIP money. Not Luke Skywalker. Lose your voice, Andrew. Do us all a favour. Michael!
I mean, really, Mike, you should be the one. You should be
here
not
tonight.
me.
You're the one that's missing out on all of this. You could be doing this on purpose. You could be in person doing this, bullying me. But no, you decide.
Oh, that's just
You're not gonna do
that's just
conscious
me doing. That's just me doing, partially doing that.
It's just, you know, he's been so angry to me. He's been so mean. Somebody type him out, chat. Just like, give him a time. No more. Yeah. Bad man. Sit down. See.
A little bit of movement from the rear of MCL's car there, but I don't think Nathan was able to take advantage of it.
No, I think.
I mean,
when you look at Nathan McIntyre, he's not really got much left in the tank to give. He's trying hard, but it's not coming.
Yeah. They're all on the same age of tyres. It's all on the driving style and the setup, isn't it? at this
Yeah.
point?
Now it's about skill and setup that's going to win this race, not tyre age. I think when it comes down to it, MCL is probably the better driver, and you know he's using Scar's pace as an advantage at this late end of the race, just to keep the push going. And Nathan, to be honest, he's very close at the moment, but all it takes is for this corner here to have a bad exit, and he's not going to be on the back. He is very close and could very well look at making this move stay if he does get the move
I think
done.
Shaggy's well, Shaggy was a little bit far back there. Steele's not obviously doing as his teammate, but realistically, how long can you sit in a train like that and not have some kind of extra tyre wear or loss of aero from just sitting behind the dirt here of a car?
Bird is probably the best, and EXO as well for battery. They just can't really deploy it, so sitting behind that queue as well.
That's why I'd say Bird is making. Exo is just kind of sitting in behind, waiting for Bird, I think, to do something.
Yeah, he wants
It
Bird
does.
to
It
go
does
for the
just. It just does remind me of that meme of the guy with the stick going, "Come on, do something," and the other side is Bird's car.
The thing for me, right? This is the thing that I find interesting. Nathan McIntyre is really trying to get past.
So again, Bird is actually. He's going to try it again.
Yeah, he's gonna get squeezed.
However, he's
here.
going to be boxed in this time.
Yeah. Oh, he gets pushed
But
a
he's
little
still
bit
alongside
wide,
this time.
but he's there. He's still there. He's gonna keep him pinned. Now it's about who's
However,
got the better
Steele's
traction.
still got it.
Yeah,
Steele still has it.
that was good defense.
However,
but now Bird.
that's a great.
Oh my God, he comes back at him. He looks at the inside, but he gets squished a little bit. You know, that was very
Yeah,
cool,
I mean that wall sticks out there.
Yeah.
And that's just said. Exo there has now got like he's sitting on about 60, almost 70% battery now, just sitting in behind, watching this lot bicker and saying, "Can you hurry up? Sort this out." Who's going? Meanwhile, a little bit further up, we have Nathan still on the back of MCL, still kind of just being
X1
sitting.
Bird, X1 Bird. They're going at it. Both of them. They were side by side pretty much that
The
whole
owner-
straight. And Exo is
The
just
two
gone.
owners go side by side, and Exo's come out on top.
Bird used all of his battery trying to have an effect on the steel. So Exo decides, I've got loads of battery to use, and I'm going to use it to great effect because you have dropped too far behind these guys. So goodbye,
Oh,
Bird.
finally it's happened.
Blunt blade.
Oh, it thought it happened.
Blunt
Yeah,
blade.
I think Nathan McIntyre got past MCL, and then MCL got straight back past him.
Yeah, I mean that's what he does. So see it is. And Casper's in chat now as well. But now we can see Nathan McIntyre putting a lot of pressure on MCL. He's making a few mistakes, is MCL, but you know he's doing very well to hold him behind. Bird on Exo now. Oh, he gets loose. Bird tries to get a good exit out of that corner in sector 2. Not managed it though, coming through the chicane. He's gonna.
Oh, there's contact! There was contact with Nathan and MCL there. They both stay in the same positions, and I don't know whether or not there was any damage on the back of that car. Or front of the car of Nathan there. He is still behind for now.
Now you see Nathan is pushing hard. Just get past him. He's just not managing it. And the thing is, MCL doesn't even have DRS anymore. His teammate has checked out. There is no way.
Yeah.
Like, it's all down to
I
Nathan.
think
I
his
think
rank
he's
has
holding back.
almost got that gap to Panda, but it's still a second out at the moment.
I'm going to say, Nathan is holding back. There's no way that MCL is managing to hold him for ransom without DRS. It's going to happen on this straight. There's no way he can defend on this straight now. Even
He's
with all the
gonna go for
battery
it.
in the world. And that's it, Nathan
Oh!
McIntyre.
Oh, there was a little bit of front wing to wheel contact there,
It wouldn't have been,
and I think it's
it wouldn't
finally
have been
done.
Nathan's fault either way.
And Bird and I think Exo spun, or no, he's not. He's went side by side with Blunt Blades. Blunt Blades got himself involved now, and Exo's now behind again, and Bird is trying to get past Steele again. We've got all the owners deciding to go and
For like
knock
not,
7
this
bells
is like
out of
for
each
the
other.
7th time today that Bird has decided to cause an offensive on everybody else. He's just decided, I am going to come for your balls.
DRS train. What is a DRS train? I'm not having it.
We're just going to be back at this
That's
again.
allowed. I'm gonna say no. This is allowed Shaggy and PDMB just to pull away from that. Actually, they've got into that battle with MCL and Nathan McIntyre as well.
Yeah, I mean, I will say this. MCL was going quite slowly for a little while there, and Nathan McIntyre was essentially stuck behind him. Because you can see that MCL is only gaining time on that last sector by a little bit, and then he's losing little bits here and there. He's not managing to keep it a very steady lead on the back of him, because PDMB is catching, and so is Shaggy. They're all there. They're all
And
waiting.
Nathan is also catching Scar Tricks now as well.
Well, no, he's not.
Since he's got
He's
past.
not. He's actually lost 2 times that lap.
Oh, I thought you gained time.
No, no.
You said I thought you.
He was about 1.7, 1.8 seconds at this point in the lap. So he's lost time.
Got PDMB. PDMB thought about it.
Just wasn't close enough. MCL, however, is now under pressure. He's basically been put in the same situation as he was earlier now, isn't he? Because when you think of MCL, he doesn't like being backed into a corner. And what's happened here is he's been backed into a corner because he can either drive really fast and try and put pressure on Nathan, which isn't going to happen because he'll put too much
You
wear on his
consider the
tyres.
fact that I don't think I have seen that red flashing light has been on consistently for the last few laps.
He has nothing to attack with, so he's now on the defensive against PDMB and Shaggy, which is not what he wants. Those tyres are slowly withering away, and he has no battery. Whereas PDMB has more, and actually Shaggy's not hardly any, so Shaggy's just going to have to use the DRS.
Oh, Exo and Blunt Blade, I think. Yep, Exo's passed. PDNB, is he gonna?
They're pushing hard, but there's not really much in it at the back there. All it takes is for one little mistake, and Steele has lost his position to Bird. He's going to lose.
Well,
the
Steele's got a
position
3 second anyway. Yeah, he's got a 3 second anyway, so he's gonna drop down to P12, most likely. Because at some point, Bird decided I chose violence at that moment and decided to go on the offensive.
We'll say actually,
PDMB
made a mistake there.
PDMB's gonna go for a move. He's down the inside. Still side by side.
He's going to put pressure on. He
Side
goes
by
wide.
side.
MCL goes wide. There's no way he can keep that.
He's gonna go inside again.
Oh, he made contact, and now he's actually now under pressure from Shaggy.
That has slowed up Shaggy so much. Shaggy, I think, had the break there.
Yeah. That was he locked up going into that corner there because he went wide. It's not good at all. But we'll see where it ends up. Because now PDMB up into P6. He's still got the DRS on Nathan McIntyre, only just though. And
He's just fell out of range from the looks of it. Now he's back in it again, just.
yeah, to be honest, it makes no difference when you've already got that much of a pace advantage. He's got 3 laps to keep it, does Nathan McIntyre. And let's face it, it's up to him. It's all up to him. He's actually got 2 laps to keep it now, which is
Shaggy
better.
thought about it. The penultimate corner.
Now
He hasn't quite been able to pull it off.
my question is, does Shaggy wait because he knows that, I mean, let's face it, MCL is just going to fly past him if he goes past this lap. Unless he can put him in a really compromising position, which, to be honest, MCL's doing that himself. He doesn't need to. Like, that's the point here, because he's losing that back end, because here he comes.
I think MCL, I don't know if there was contact with the wall there. He's left the inside, nope.
Yeah, to be honest, that was...
Shaggy thought about it, I think.
Touched the back of his car, but not with much force. I think he was...
I also think that PDMB's just got past Nathan as well while we were watching.
Oh, Jesus Christ. What the hell? PDMB is flying at the moment, I will give him that. He's out of nowhere. He just deployed all of his battery.
3 laps to go in this Grand Prix. He's decided to pull out the best performance for the last few laps.
Definitely has. I'll give him
The
that.
curtains begin to come down in the final few laps of this Grand Prix.
Bird and Shaggy now. As Bird has managed to get past he's now got to contest with Shaggy and MCL, which in MCL's defense...
I mean, MCL is dropping positions like a stone.
Yeah.
Here.
In MCL's defense, he is trying, but I think his
Yeah, here
tyres
comes
are
Shaggy.
best.
Yeah, here comes Shaggy.
He's doing what he did to Shaggy earlier. He's just repeating that move. He does go a little bit deep, but
wide
also-
there.
But that compromised MCL, and that means
MCL's a
now
bit
that
wide.
here's Bird. Bird's thinking about it as well.
And then you've got Steele on the outside there who's thinking about it as well, and there's contact. Exo's round.
That's
Exo
gonna
went
be a
for a
lovely
move on
ticket.
Blunt Blade. Oh, for Steele there rather than Blunt Blade. It was Steele there, and he's just spun round off of the curb, hit the back of the Mercedes, and spun off. So that
That
I
is
just caught
definitely
that
going
in
to
the
be a ticket.
background. Well, who knows, considering I thought something was going to be a ticket when we had something in another part of ERC and we never actually, it was the harpoon into turn 1 in Monza last week.
I
The
think they must have just
managers.
dealt with it. They just realised it was turn one, lap one, and just were like, yeah.
So that's put a little bit less pressure on Steel, but now Blunt Blade's now behind him.
Oh, you mean
I think
the
so.
harpoon that with Sam McKenzie? Yeah.
Yes.
I think they dealt with that. It wasn't a case of anyone was wrong or anything. I think it was just a case of just missing braking points. It's obviously discussed at the end. Because at the end of the day, I don't think it really
So
ruined
we've
anyone's
got
race.
Mike with the potential driver of the day award. We've got Scar at the moment. I think he's up in most positions. I'm gonna have a quick old look at the position gains. Yeah, he's
I
up
mean, I
10
don't
at the
know.
moment.
My driver of the day is set, but I won't tell you just yet. Because I think he's had a fantastic race today. And I think, you know, we'll see how it goes. Nathan opens the DRS for the final lap here on the main straight. He's pushing hard. I mean,
Hang
the
on a
win's
second.
already sealed.
I was gonna say yeah, he's already it's already been done. I mean, Navigo doesn't really have to worry about it in terms of that because Patton's a good 8.4 seconds back, so he's got the gap. And Bird's picking the
Rank's
penalty.
got penalties, so it doesn't make a difference if he ends up going.
Now Bird is actually in danger now. I think Blade also picks it. I think so. At the moment, NCL will be safe.
Bird was looking for the move on the outside, on the inside, sorry, on MCL, and doesn't manage to get it done. So
Yeah, all three of these guys from behind MCL all have penalties.
Yeah, I mean MCL's not worried. He's got the best position he possibly can out of this race with his tyres. I think maybe his aggressive driving style burned those tyres off too quick, and that's it. It's over, you know. Whereas
meanwhile, this final lap of the Grand Prix is looking at. I think Nathan's about to come. I think Inavigo's about to come in the final corner. He is.
There he is. He wins today's race on ERC Masters. Inavigo takes pole and the race win. He takes the double. Fantastic race from him. He pretty much checked out.
What a great drive! I would say good drive from Scartrix, considering where he started in this Grand Prix.
Rank Prees and Panda and Scartrix come across the line now. PDMB coming across the line at P5, and Nathan McIntyre manages P6. Shaggy with a fantastic race in P7. MCL dropping down into P8. Bird in P9. Steel in P10. Bluntblade in P11. Exo.
You'll have an angry
P12.
South African in P12.
Yeah, we've got Reed in P13 and Mick Vitties as well, who is still finishing his lap, but
he's on 27 lap old mediums at this point. He's been in there for a while. He's just kind of been around just doing laps, I think.
He's just finishing for points. I don't blame him at this point. Bull and Steele and Bruno Lopez not finishing the race. Bruno Lopez retiring in the pits, and Steele also retiring in the pits. We've had 2 safety cars in the race as well. One of them was caused by Mr. Bull binning it into the wall around about lap 30.
And the driver day is Bird, according to the game. So that's interesting.
Yeah, interesting. I'm going to argue that game, and I'm going to present PDMB. PDMB, you are my driver of the day. Holy
I'm going to go with Scartrix.
That was very good from you, sir. Thank you very much for putting on a show today.
We both have different drivers of the day awards here.
Yeah.
For once.
We're allowed. We're allowed. We allow ourselves.
Got PDMB, and I went for Scartrix. So yeah.
Because we all have our opinions, and we're allowed to have them. So we share them. That's how we do it. So I would agree with that. But
what does it say? I like how none of us actually mentioned about Eagle for driver day, considering the fact that I think he would get an honorary driver.
He pretty much checked out the race. He was gone after lap 1, pretty much. No one was going to get him. And maybe at the end there, if Rank didn't have the penalties, he would have maybe put on a show. But again, he had 6 seconds worth of penalties. There was not really much he could really do. He needed to make that move ages ago, and he wasn't there to do it. Panda getting P3 and
He
was
also, I
pretty
think,
good as
in
well.
Regal did the full sweep as well. He got the fastest lap of the Grand Prix as well.
Yeah, and definitely, I just want to say as well, Scartrix in a Haas, not really the fastest car, which is this realistic performance. The Haas is not good, and Scartrix managed to somehow come P4. He is good around this track. I will give Phil that. He is very good here. I believe he held the wet world record on F1 21 or 22. It was
Hmm.
one of the others. I think he held it for a while anyway. He was very good around here. So, yeah,
Indeed.
I believe that is all we have time for this evening, chat. If you really enjoyed this content, well, you know where to find more of it. We've got a YouTube channel. You should basically, all you need to do is, if you're on your phone, click on our name and you'll be able to go to our links tab, and it will show you exactly where all of the races get uploaded. All of our highlights packages as well get uploaded on YouTube. And, well, we hope you guys enjoy your week with us. We've got a lot of racing to cover this week. We've got Supercharged Motorsport, both potentially going to be live on both channels this week with ACC and F1. On Tuesday, it will be F1 on the main channel and ACC probably on the second channel, but we will get back to you with that. You'll find out very soon. And also on Wednesday, you will catch ERC managers here as well, and you might see myself on comms on the second channel for another ACC race with Supercharged Motorsports. On Thursday, we've got SRC live here on the main channel, 8 p.m. And also on the second channel in Paddock Extra, we have ERC 100 live for your viewing pleasure. And I will find out exactly where we are this week in ERC just for you guys because you all love me that much. So bear with me. This week we are at Japan. We
Ooh,
love
good old
Japan.
Suzuka.
We love Suzuka. So guys, make sure to tune in for all three of those races. Wednesday live here at 8 p.m. Thursday live on the second channel at 8 p.m. And once again, you'll have myself and most likely another commentator again for next week on Sunday live at 8 p.m. for the final race of that week. Guys, thank you very much. Oh, sorry. And also Friday, FSC live 8 p.m. as well. So do make sure to stay tuned for that. But anyway, guys, thank you very much for watching, and we will catch you all again very soon. It's good night from me. You're meant to say the line. Say right. No. Right. We'll try that again. Sam. It's good night
You
from
didn't
me,
prepare me for that at all. And it's good night from him.
and we'll see you all again very soon. Good night.
Bye.